Yeah, well, hey, something new at Frog Hair Farm. Totally different direction. Have to show you guys what it is. We're here at the barn at the house, and we're gonna fire something up and show them what we got here. Yeah, yeah, it's a little scale steam traction engine, and we've been doing a little work on it because when we got it, the engine would run in in reverse, but would not run forward. So that meant the valve timing was off. And believe it or not, there's hardly any information on how to set that out on the web. But I did find a couple of clues, and we got into it and got it figured out. So this is what's called a marsh gear, and that is what reverses the direction of the engine using this lever right here. So just, that's actually forward, this is reverse. So it just simply spins the engine one way or the other. There's no reversing, gear mechanism. It just simply, the engine runs forward or backwards. That's what makes sure that the engine go forward or backwards. So to do all that, this eccentric here controls your valve timing, and then the length of the rod. There's a sliding valve in the steam box or steam chest here, and that getting all those adjustments right, setting the timing. It took a minute. This thing came on and off a bunch of times, but we got it. So super happy about that. And then the little engine had been neglected for a little while, that's for sure. So we took a minute and polished a few things up and cleaned a few things up, like our oiler down here was so dirty you couldn't see oil in it, you couldn't see anything. So in the way these work, you flip this up and it drips oil at a rate. The rate's adjusted with this knob, and there's a tube here that you can see the drip rate. So when this thing's all filthy, you can't see how much oil you're putting on the connecting rod bearing surface there. So took care of all that, and I don't know, a few odds and ends, cleaned out our smoke box and fire box and fire tubes and all the little things that you should do to get it rocking and rolling. Oh, and they had some excess valves out here that weren't doing anything, so we took those off and plugged them. Just made a rod for our flue brush and all that. So anyway, we're ready to put a fire in it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hard line that water line. Start building our fire. We soaked some little pieces in some waste mineral spirits. Figured why waste the mineral spirits? So we're gonna see what we can get it set up here. Alright, so let's get our fire starter in here. Yeah, we'll throw in a few more pieces. flue extension there just helps with the draft initially, just helps start getting a good draw through there so we can get a good hot fire started. And we'll give it a little help. So the draft control is right here, so we'll blow a little air in there. See how we're doing. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're just gonna go ahead.
You hear it beep and then it records, you know?
Gotcha. So, right at 45 minutes, we've got steam. Interestingly enough, the former owner told me it took 3 hours to get steam up. So we're gonna let it get to about 30 pounds or so, and then we'll pull the flue and we'll open up our valve here, and that'll inject a little steam up the smokestack, and that'll be our draw. We'll turn the fan off and all that. So about 45 minutes to get to the point where we do have some steam going. So we'll see what it takes to get to 30 pounds. We've got enough steam. We're going to turn on our steam smoke extractor, if you will. This is our first time, by the way. And listen to the fire. I don't know if you can hear that on camera or not, but as soon as we turn on even just a little bit of steam, you can hear that fire roar.
We're leaking quite a bit up front here.
Yeah, it's just going to condense. So we're going to try to start it. A couple things I'll show you here real quick. We've got about 50 pounds of pressure. So these two petcocks need to be open when we first started, because what's going to happen is the hot steam's going to come in here. It's going to condense rapidly, and we need to be able to drain that water out. Otherwise, you're going to get a hydrolock on your piston. So you'll see when we start it, you're going to see a bunch of some steam and water coming out of there, and then once we get steam only, we'll close it. I think we need to build up a little more steam. Should be running around 100 pounds of pressure. We were at about 55 when we started moving it, so get a little more power going. Okay. Well, progress. However, there is a learning curve without question. So a couple of things kind of went a little sideways for us. One, I think our timing slipped on our marsh gear here. And what I have found is that it does not take very much for this thing to get out of time. So when you saw us getting making it difficult to run, that's definitely the reason right here. So I've got to sort that out and make sure that we can get it. But what's happening is this thing is moving pretty violently, seemingly more than it should. In fact, we lost the pin on the control lever as a result of it. And so that is something we've got to figure out. And if you're happen to watch this and you know how to set a marsh gear, by all means, get in touch. Love to talk to you. Secondly, we weren't paying attention to our water, and we took a look at. We were down there. We were out, so that caused us to put the fire out right away and blow down our steam. So part of the learning curve is this. This contraption here is called a steam injector. Basically what it does is it uses steam from here, this handle, to suck water out of our little water tank over here. We had that part working, but we forgot to turn this valve on, which allows the water to flow. Our injector is actually working properly. We did figure that part out, but not in enough time to have to not put the fire out so that we didn't have a bigger problem. So anyway, it's our first time firing this thing up, and really any steam engine of this size. So there's a curve, and we're feeling pretty good about our first shot. We're totally newbies on this stuff, yeah, but we're figuring it out. We'll get there. Thanks for watching.